Hi. So a few people have asked me for a higher intensity workout that they can follow along with at home that works your full body, gives you some cardio, but has no equipment needed and no jumping. So here it is. So I've used this or a variation on this with some clients and it's been pretty popular. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you it. Then we can follow it through together. I've got my phone for my interval timer. It's going to be 24 minutes in total. You're going to do 12 exercises, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We're going to go through each one, have a little rest, and go again. Okay, so let me show you what the exercises are. So the first exercise is a prisoner hands pulse squat. So you put your hands behind your head and you just pulse squat down from the side. So the reason that we've got your hands behind your head is because it's keeping your chest up more. You want your feet to stay firmly on the floor, heels on the floor as well, and to be feeling like you're sitting back and down while you keep your chest up. And you want to make sure that your knees aren't caving in. Okay, so that's your first one. Your second one is going to be reverse lunges. So literally, you're going to go back, swap legs, go back, swap legs. Okay, again, chest up. Third one, and personally I hate this one, froggy squats. So you're going to take quite a wide stance. Again, you're going to keep your feet firmly on the ground. You're going to pop your hands on the floor in front of you. And then you're just going to, so I'll show you from this angle. It's pretty brutal on the hamstrings. It's probably my least favourite of the whole lot. All right, so the next one is going to be push-ups. So you can either do these from your feet or from your knees. So if you were doing it from your feet, hands nice and wide, try and feel it in your chest. So up you come, lead with your chest. If you want to do it from your knees, you can either be like this or like this. But what you need to make sure is that you don't make the mistake of sticking your bum in the air and being up in your shoulders. So you kind of drop your hips forward, press through your chest. Next one after that's going to be mountain climbers. So you're going to be in a hand plank position and you're just going to run your knees into your elbows. The next one after that is going to be pike push-ups. So this one, you're in a V position. Your hands are about where they were for your press-ups, but this time, because your bum's in the air, we're working your triceps and your shoulders. Okay, next one after that is going to be sumo walk. So you come down into a low squat, again chest up, and you're just walking side to side. Squat down, that's what it looks like from the side. At some points during the 45 seconds, you're probably going to need to stand up for a moment. If you do, just do that, go straight back down. Okay, inch one to delt taps is the next one. So tap, tap, walk back, tap, tap, walk back. Next one after that, hip raises. So you're going to be laid on your back, feet about hip distance apart. So feet in line with hips, knees in line with hips, or if you prefer shoulders, push through your heels, squeeze up and down using your glutes. Making sure your knees don't cave in. Feeling that your lower abs are working a little bit as well. If you feel at this point that you need to stretch out from your push-ups, you can lie with your hands either side, palms facing up instead. All right, and then we finish with some ab work. So your first exercise will be a reverse crunch. If necessary, you're going to pop your thumbs under your bum. The reason we're doing this is to tilt your pelvis slightly further forward, because we want your spine to be imprinted on the mat. We don't want it to raise at any point. So, everything locked in. After that, we're going to go to behind the knee claps. So, you're going to have both your feet in the air. You tap behind your head. You come up. You clap behind. Alternate legs. If that's too hard, you're going to keep both feet on the floor and you're just going to raise one leg at a time. If it's too easy, you can come into a full V-sit with each one. Now, you want to be trying to use your abs rather than using momentum for this. And then your last one's going to be Russian twists. So you're going to be twisting. At this point, if you did have a weight and you wanted to use it, that's cool. Okay, so I'll remind you of them as we go along. If everyone's ready to go, let's go. Okay, everyone ready to go? Let's go with your first exercise, prisoner hands pulse squat. Go! So we're doing this for 45 seconds. Again, I'll show you from the side as well. After a while, you should feel a bit of a burn. If at any point you need a little break, just stand up and go straight back down. You're about halfway through. Got 10 seconds left. Yeah, it's burning. Rest. Okay, that's your first one done. If you need a quick drink, grab a quick drink. You've got 5 seconds. You're going for your reverse lunges. Alternate leg. Go. Chest stays up. Back you go. If this feels too easy, you can do jumping lunges, but obviously the whole purpose of this was to give people an option for no jumping. Another way of making it more difficult, if it feels too easy, if you do have weights, although this is a no equipment workout, grab some weights. You've got just coming up to 5 seconds left. Rest. Okay, so my most hated ones coming up next, the froggy squats. Just got about 5 seconds, so let's get into position. Go! Go. Feel that stretch on your hamstrings. If you can't quite reach the floor, you can always pop your fists on the floor instead, or if you really can't, then go for your fingers, but ideally palms on floor. So like you're sticking your bum out, try and keep your back as flat as you can. Probably will be a bit of rounding. You've just got 10 seconds left. Rest. Okay. Onto your push-ups. I'm going to do mine from my knees. As I said in the intro, you can always do them from your toes.
Go!
Really focus on trying to keep pushing through your chest. Keep your back engaged, push through your chest. Feel like you're dialing your hands into the ground. As I said, make sure your body's in a nice straight line, that your bum's not up here. If you want to have your feet off the ground, that makes it slightly less stable, slightly harder on the knees. You might have wanted to double up your mat for this one. 5 seconds left.
Rest.
Rest. If you need to, come back into child's pose. It will stretch your legs out a bit. It'll also stretch out your lats. You've got 4 seconds. You're into your mountain climber. This is a long 45 seconds. Keep breathing. Right, 5 seconds left.
Rest.
Okay, so your next one's going to be your pike push-up. Just a little stretch out. Might want to roll your shoulders a little bit. Up you come.
Go.
Go. This is pretty brutal, I've got to be honest. Especially at this point when you've just done your mountain climbers. But the good news is after this, you get to rest your upper body again for a bit.
Rest.
Stretch it out. So your next one's going to be a sumo walk in 5 seconds. Down you come, squat nice and low, side to side. The angle of the camera doesn't really show much, so I'll come sideways for a bit. You're aiming to feel quite a lot in your glutes as well as in your quads. Okay, you've got 15 seconds left, so you're 2/3 of the way through. Okay, inchworm to delt, taps coming up. Little drink, only a little one. Otherwise you'll regret it in your inchworms. Back down we go.
Go. Rest.
Okay, guys, this is your next one. Got 10 seconds to get into position. Your glutes should be doing the work. So, feet and knees in line with shoulders. Push through your glutes. If you want to use this as a way of stretching out your chest and your upper body, then either lie in a T shape or in a W. Really focus on squeezing the glutes. If you feel in your hamstrings, you want to move your feet slightly more towards your body. If you feel it in your lower back, that means that you need to work your glutes more. You should feel like you're slightly tilting your pelvis towards you as you're coming up. So scooping it up and under.
Rest.
Okay, rest. So now we're going to go on to the abs. We're going to start with the reverse crunch. So you're going to imprint your spine. Again, tuck your pelvis slightly and go. If you feel like you're tiring doing this, what I find helps is you can alternate. So you're not just doing a straight reverse crunch. You can do some to one side, some to the middle, then some to the other. You should be getting your obliques a bit that way as well. So say you're going to alternate it. You can do it like that. Otherwise, just keep going.
Rest.
So you're going to rest. If you don't want to rest, just work through your rest, do a full minute. Otherwise, you're going to do your behind the leg claps. So you're going to tap behind your head to start.
Go.
Come up, tap, back, tap. Breathe out as you come back. Come as high as you want. As I said, if it was too difficult, you can put both feet on the floor and only raise one as you come up. Try to use as little momentum as you can. Again, breathe out as you come up.
Rest.
Okay, rest, stretch out. Then you're going to do your Russian twist. As I said, if you do have a weight, you can use a weight. Otherwise, just tap down. I'll grab my weight. Up we come.
Go.
And go. If you can't do this, pop your hands down. Sorry, your feet down and do it like this. But otherwise, feet off and twist. Should really be feeling it now. Got about 20 seconds left. Just under 10 seconds, keep going.
Rest.
Well done. That's your first round. Just going to have a little bit of a longer rest. Then we're going to go all the way through again. So grab yourself a drink.
Congratulations, your workout is complete.
There we go, it's saying it's complete, but it's not. You're just having a slightly longer rest at this point. A slight drink. If you need to stretch your quads out at this point, then you can either kneel or you can do your standing quad stretch. Probably want to hold on to something. At this point, squeeze your bum to drive your hip forward and you'll get a deeper stretch. Hold for 10 to 15 seconds. Go for the other side. Okay, so just going to set my timer back up and we'll go again. Okay, so we're going again in 5 with your prisoner hands pulse squat, nice and low for 45, and go. I'll show you from the side again as well. You've got 30 seconds left. Should feel in your glutes and your quads. Keep your chest up. Try and feel like you're pushing more through your heels than through your toes. Make sure your knees are tracking over your toes. I'll show you from the front again. About 10 seconds left. Five, four, three, two, one.
Rest.
Rest. Get ready for your reverse lunges. You've got 10 seconds left. Grab a drink if you want. All right, ready to go.
Go.
Go. Now I'm doing this barefoot today, but you can do it in trainers if you want. It's entirely up to you. Keep your chest up. Try to keep the weight in the heel of the front foot. Try to go for right angles of both the legs. You feel your quads working, your hamstrings working, a little bit of glute as well. That's why we're pushing through our heel on our front legs.
Rest.
Okay, get your breath back. Going into my least favourite, froggy squats next. In 5 seconds. So I'll show you from this angle today.
Go.
All right. Down, up, down, up. As I said, if you can't reach the floor this way, you can go for on your fists or even fingers. And nice and low, then stretch it out. Feel like you're sticking your bum back. Again, more weight through your heels than your toes. And again, try to make sure that your knees are tracking over your toes in terms of direction and not caving in. Okay, rest again. We're moving from from lower body onto upper body. As I said before, if you wanted to, for more knee padding, just flip it over.
Go.
I've got double mats already, so now I've got quadruple. Lead with your chest, not your neck or your chin. Keep breathing. Keep working.
Rest.
Back into child's pose for a little rest. If you flipped your mat up, flip it back.
Go.
Mountain climbers, last time. Try to keep my thumbs on my mat so my hands are stopping the mat from slipping, but that I've still got a bit of a wide base of stability.
Rest.
Okay. Stretch out. Ready for your pike push-ups? 5 seconds.
Go.
So what these are trying to replicate is that overhead shoulder press action. Gonna feel your triceps working. Gonna feel your shoulders working. Try and keep as much tension out of your neck as you can. I find jiggling my jaw helps actually and tucking my chin.
Rest.
Okay, so going back to lower body for a moment with your sumo walks. So,
Go.
really feel like your glutes doing some work, but you sat back and down, as you can see, nice and low. In theory, you could do this with a glute band on. You probably don't have time to put it on. Keep your chest up. You've got 15 seconds left. I'll show from this side again. Chest up.
Rest.
Right, you're going back into your inchworm delt taps. Whew. It's not much air in this room today, it's hot outside. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
Down you go. Walk it out. 1, 2, walk it back. I really struggle with these because of the pin in my elbow. It took me several years to be able to do anything based on one arm after my operation. Your aim is to be as stable as possible using your full core control and your shoulder to try to not move your body too much as you're going from side to side. Okay, hip raises. Get to lie down for a bit now. The end is in sight. So,
Go.
raise up and down. Again, pushing more through your heels. Focus on making sure that the glutes doing the work. Focus on making sure that your knees don't cave in. As you can see, I've got my hands spread out to get a bit of a chest stretch at the same time.
Rest.
All right, so we're on the final 3 exercises now, the ab exercises. Back imprinted, spine imprinted, core locked in, reverse crunches. Again, try to not use momentum. Try to make it that it's actually your core doing the work, that your abdominals are curling up, controlling down. You really want to focus on locking in your abs to make sure that it's your abdominals, not your hip flexors doing the work.
Rest.
Rest. Get yourself ready for your behind the knee claps.
Go.
Go. If you don't have the energy to properly tap, or you just don't feel like you want to clap loudly, just slightly touch your fingers instead. Try and control it back down rather than collapse it back down. Always try and lead with your chest rather than your chin to minimize strain on your neck.
Rest.
Okay, so your last exercise, grab your weight. If you want one, you're going to do your Russian twist. Again, if you want to keep your feet on the floor, that's fine. Otherwise,
Go.
up you come. Really try and twist your whole upper body. If you're doing it without a weight, just make sure that you're tapping down. And make sure your core is zipped in. You're nearly there. Can't actually see my timer, so I don't know how nearly there we are, but it feels like it should be soon. There we go.
Rest.
And rest. Stretch out. Okay. Well done. You've done it. That
Congratulations, your workout is complete.
is your no impact, no equipment, no jumping, higher intensity full body workout done. Hopefully it raised your heart rate. As you can see, you can work at whatever intensity you want. I hope you enjoyed that. If you want more stuff like that, really technical term, if you want more stuff like that, then just let me know. Let's have a very brief stretch out now. So we are going to do a child's pose to start with. We'll stretch out your quads. It will stretch out your glutes. Stretch out your upper body. Okay. Just push back into a downward dog. Stretch out your hamstrings, your back. Walk back up. Okay. Roll your shoulders a few times. Stretch out your chest. As I say, for this one, if you need to hold on to something, that's fine. Oh, I can kind of look like I'm holding on to my sofa when I'm not really. There we go. And then the other side. Holding on to plant. Don't know, holding on to, can't do it, nowhere in sight. Anyway, yeah, that should be you done. Well done. Grab a drink, grab a shower if you need one. See you again. Bye.